I think that I have talked enough to you about chemicals. What I would like to share now is something else that I am really passionate about. How our thoughts impact our lives and therefore what we see as possible for ourselves. The lifestyle we live today has an impact on our body. Most people are unaware that through the stresses of everyday life, our digestive system and therefore our immune system is impacted. Did you know that 80% of our immune system strength comes from and operates from within our digestive system? If we don't have digestive health, guess what? We literally don't have health, in my opinion. So how does stress occur? More often than not, it is through the process of our thoughts. Over my life, I've learned many ways of managing stress, and one of the ways is to understand that we live in the virtual reality of our thoughts. While our body and our brain are real, our thoughts aren't. You literally are not your thoughts, and understanding that will give you some power over your life and hopefully impact your health, as a less stressed you, a you that is at peace, will provide you with optimum health. So, I just want to share something with you. How we think is through thoughts. What are thoughts made of? Words mostly. Where do words come from? They are simply man-made. They are made up and were created as a way to communicate. Sadly though, we use our thoughts, which are really words, against ourselves, never realizing that our thoughts aren't real. They are not who we are. We use words to beat ourselves up. Sentences like, I'm not good enough, I'm a loser, who do I think I am? I can't do that. I'm so stupid, I'm a failure. Does that sound familiar? Any negative self-talk impacts our entire body, especially our digestive system, because negative self-talk impacts our stress levels, and stress levels have a direct impact on our digestive system, which then impacts every other organ in our body. Our nervous system is made up of two parts. There's the central nervous system, our conscious thought, that is, if I'm going to walk to the door, I choose to do that consciously. And our autonomic nervous system, for example, how fast my hair grows cannot be determined by me. My autonomic nervous system determines that for me. The autonomic nervous system is made up of two parts. There's the sympathetic nervous system, the SNS, and the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the PNS. The sympathetic nervous system is our fight or flight response, and our parasympathetic nervous system, the PNS, is our rest and digest or rest and repair state. Most people, especially women these days, according to Dr. Libby Weaver, a very dear friend of mine and a women's health expert, are operating in the SNS state. When we are in that state, the body does not feel safe enough to rest, repair and burn fat. And physiologically, when it is in this state, it cannot digest food. Some people who are trying to lose weight do everything they can, like exercising for example, but because their body is in a continual SNS state, it will not burn fat, so it is literally impossible for them to lose the weight. Operating in SNS stops our digestive processes in their tracks and overworks our adrenals to the point of exhaustion before attaching and consuming our cortisol levels. For the record, the only way our body will burn fat and lose weight is when we are able to remove our nervous system from operating in the SNS state and have it operate in the PNS state. It is only there that it can literally digest food and burn fat. So, how do we get our body into that state? One of the quickest ways to get into the PNS state is to stop and deep belly breathe. You do this by breathing deep into the bottom of your stomach. While doing so, concentrate on your breath, allowing your lower abdomen to expand and contract. Breathe deep, filling your lungs, such that your breath goes up into your shoulders, and then release the breath slowly, practicing mindfulness and listening to the sounds your body is making. Another wonderful way to get your body into the PNS state is to practice meditation and take up yoga as a form of exercise instead of the fast-paced cardio activity. Do this until such time as you get your body back into that stress-free state. Dr. Libby Weaver shares about the impact of chemicals on the endocrine system. She often shares the need to detox our bodies, to rid our bodies of unwanted chemicals, because in today's society, our livers are so taxed that they can't perform the roles required of them, and as a result, estrogen is continually being returned into the body as opposed to being expelled through the normal process of the liver. In our VIP program, I interviewed Dr. Libby, her picture's shown below, and she provides great insight into how our hormones, digestive system and nervous system operates. If you would like to learn more, you can join our VIP program by clicking on the link below.